Listen up. Be you. You got this. I said it before and I'll say it again. Keto, rock stars, stay strong. Be you. Bacon, beef, butter. Keto rock stars. Keto rock stars. Keto rock stars. Keto on, stay strong. Be you. Keto rock stars.
Welcome.
Is
Keto
that
Rockstars.
new?
It's been here for a couple weeks. You like it?
Is that AI?
The song is AI, yes.
Amazing.
Dustin from Keto Simple made the countdown for me when I was new and I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, you like the song. I have my
I
own
did. It was great.
theme
It was
song.
really, really good.
So welcome everybody. We're already talking. This is Louis Lotito from New York.
Yes, that's
Most
right.
of you know who he is, but if not, you're gonna find out real quick who he is. He has a great story, and he's a pillar in this community.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
he's a
That's not
coach.
true.
He's
I'm not a coach. I need a coach, but yeah.
well, no, you went through Kiltz's
I
coaching
did.
program,
I did,
so
but
technically you have coaching credentials.
I do, but I think it's more so for my own knowledge. I think, and I think Dustin said it today. Like he was like, I can't believe I'm going to be a coach. I'm like, I feel the same way. I'm like, I need a team of coaches for myself.
Well,
But you know,
we're all going to be a team. I have a feeling. We're
yes,
all
of
going to be a
course,
network.
yes.
So let's say hi to a few people.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at the chat. You know, I can't I can't chat unless I go into YouTube, which I have it open, which is good.
Yeah, you can't see the. Yeah, I don't know. I'm cheap and I'm very
No, I
economical.
can see the chat in Talk Studio, but I can't actually chat. So I can chat. I have my YouTube channel.
Yeah, so bring up the YouTube up and you just have it. Do you have multiple screens? That's usually
Oh
how
yeah,
people are already
I'm like
putting
NASA over
poop
here.
emojis on here.
Mhm.
Rick Charger Mopar is here. Welcome. Lynn 22Q Cat is here and everywhere. Ivy, welcome Ivy. Holly Springer's here, and yeah, Rick says he's cooking with strawberry poop gas. So if you haven't checked out, I made him a song called Strawberry Poop Gas. So if you haven't checked that out, he did play it several times on Saturday's live stream. And Louis is chatting in his own interview. Ready or
Yep.
not, here we come. And he, in case you don't know, this is Louis. And thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Yep, Duckman. And now Swamp Cat. Yep, Duckman and Swamp Cat, and Milton is Swamp Cat. Let's see. Let's see who else is here. Gary No Slow is here. Welcome, Gary. George, my new best buddy from England, is here. George, good enough for me and you is here.
Nice.
Sorry. Oh, Jerry. Carnivore Jerry,
nice.
and I call her Carnivore Jerry After Dark because she usually goes live after dark and it's a lot of fun. So if you haven't checked out her channel, do that. John is here. I met John on Grandma's Crochet Corner.
Oh, cool. Welcome, John.
Welcome. Smoothie is here. Smoothie is my neighbor. Smoothie lives in the same like
Area.
Like same city. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Even South Bend, Indiana, and I work in South Bend. I live in Mishawaka, but it's all the same city.
Sounds like a meetup is is due.
Yeah. And there's another lady, Jackie, the realtor, lives in South Bend as well.
Oh, cool.
So there's 3 of us now. Let's see who else is here. Sandy Blythe is here. Welcome.
Always, Sandy. Thank you, Sandy.
Thomas, we all know Thomas, our beloved Thomas Target Prime Rib.
It wouldn't be a live stream without Thomas.
Yes, Carrie's in the house. Welcome, Carrie. I hope you're having a good night. Okay, is there any? Oh, well, looky who's here. Grandma's Crochet Corner. She goes live at 9 p.m. every night.
Yep.
Eastern time. So check her channel out. I love her channel.
What do you type into the chat to show your channel?
It is ! love bacon. LOVE bacon.
One word.
Are you love bacon? I may take the exclamation point off, but I didn't get that done.
Or at least like maybe do exclamation point at the end.
Yes, Tanya Thank you so much for your second Buy Me a Coffee. It wasn't necessary, but it is greatly appreciated. Thank you. Tanya gave me two. I don't even know. Well, actually, it's called Buy Me a Bacon. Mine is Buy Me a Bacon, not Buy Me a Coffee. It's the same thing, but
Yeah.
Tanya did that twice, and she's also an Avenger Cauldron Carnivore.
She's very
Um,
generous to everyone. She's really great.
yes, I'm gonna read Carrie's joke real quick. Where does Frosty hold his money? In a snowbank. That is awesome,
Womp.
Carrie. Did I
You're
say
gonna need
hi
you're gonna
to?
need that you're gonna need that joke soon for the blizzard that's coming to you.
Oh my gosh, that's for reals, for reals. Sandy Blythe's in the house. Sherry Nevada pup. Sorry, there's not puppies on the screen. There's kitties on the screen right now.
Yeah,
But
for me.
I found some web
I think
Oh,
I
receipts.
said
I
hi to
can show
Holly
them if you
Springer.
ask me
Holly
for your
Springer's in the
iPhone.
house. Kelly, Broken Carnivore is here. Welcome, Kelly. Wow, is there really this many people here?
oh, Papa Carnivore just got here.
Okay, let's see. Papa Carnivore's here. Ivy posted her channel. Okay, one thing, if you have a question, post QQQ, please, because I've not been able to keep up with these insane chats.
Yeah, we'll find the questions. We'll find them. Oh, thank
Just
you,
subscribe.
Thomas. You don't have to subscribe to my channel. I don't post any videos.
Papa Peter is here. Welcome, Peter. Okay, I think I got through to everyone that is already in this crazy live stream. It looks like there's almost 30 people.
Oh, and
Okay,
Bill's here.
Lewis.
Hello, Bill. Bill Cook.
Hey, Bill. I missed Bill.
He just
Welcome,
joined, I
Bill.
think.
Okay, so Lewis,
Yes.
tell us about your story. Where did you get started?
Yeah. So, I guess I should start with when I was in my early 30s. I really wish I kept better records of this stuff, and I'm sure my doctor has it, but I feel like he doesn't even have it. Is when I was first diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Um, I've I pretty much was always overweight as a young child, like going into like my middle school years, high school years, all that stuff. I was always overweight, and I mean, I know I don't have to tell you about how our diet, how our diet was. I was born in 1983, and during that time, growing, and again, I don't blame my parents for anything. It's just the way that the world was. It was all that processed foods, all the sugar, and every meal for me was sugar. Breakfast was cereal or Pop Tarts or toaster strudels. Like, think of the worst things that you can eat right now, and it didn't
Toaster
get better.
strudels. I love those.
Which one do
I
you love?
love
Toaster strudels?
toaster strudels.
I know.
Toaster strudels with the
With the
little the
with the
packet of
little
the
packet
frosting.
of frosting. I know.
I'm a few years older than you, but in the
Yep.
same
Yep.
same.
No, you,
Yeah,
you understand. So in my early
yeah, I do.
30s, I got that diagnosis, and I'm really ashamed to say that I didn't do anything about it. And it's because, you tell a 30-year-old they're diabetic, like, what does that mean? Like, like it was crazy. So I was very compliant though. I went to my appointments, I took my medication, blah, 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 blah. And honestly, I think my highest A1C was probably in the eights, like 8.8 or something like that. Um, and then my doctor, would just like, change the medication, stuff like that. So the medication that I was on for the longest time, I think, was probably a medication called Rybelsus, which is oral semaglutide, which is like the active ingredient in Ozempic and Wegovy, but instead of an injection, it's a pill you take every day, and it's not as effective as the injectable. And I'm not even sure why I was on that versus on Ozempic, but I was on that for a few years, and my A1C was usually pretty low, like still diabetic, but like in the sixes. And my doctor was happy with that, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I remember at an appointment in 2022. my doctor was like, yeah, there's this new medication coming out. We should maybe switch you to it. It's really good. Um, and I said, okay, whatever. We'll figure that out. And and at this time, I was actually starting to experience some complications from the diabetes. So I was starting to feel like neuropathy in my feet and numbness in my feet, and I feel like my vision was going a little blurry. And again, my A1C was not high; it was in the sixes. But it doesn't. I learned that it doesn't matter. Everyone responds to this illness differently. Some people could have a high A1C and never get neuropathy, and some people can be like me at age 39 and having like
Wow.
pain in my feet while I'm sleeping. Like it really freaked me out. So we went on a
That's
cruise.
scary.
Yeah, it was
That's
terrible.
scary.
It was really scary. It was really terrible. So, and that's what really kind of, you know, scared me straight. It was like, everyone has to have that moment, that like health crisis. And again, I'm embarrassed that it wasn't the diagnosis that it got to this point, but that's in the past. So I was 39 years old and I was feeling the neuropathy pain. I went back to my doctor. I said, okay, let's change the meds. So he took me off Rybelsus and I started Mounjaro, which is a once weekly injection of tirzepatide. And we can talk all about that because that was the best drug. I love Mounjaro. So I started in January, mid-January, and I moved up on the dose. It increases gradually every month as you tolerate it and as your A1C kind of responds. And I remember I was on it for January, February, and then in March I was at I got up to like the middle dose, like 7.5 milligram dose, and I finally started to feel the appetite suppression. I wasn't feeling anything the whole time, and I think it might have been because I was on Rybelsus for so long that my body was kind of used to having a GLP-1, and I needed to get
I
to a higher
bet.
dose of Mounjaro to actually feel that effect. And I was still feeling the neuropathy pain and my vision and just all these things. So I said, you know what? I said I'm feeling this appetite suppression. I'm gonna go keto because I know that's what will fix it. And at this point, I didn't know about just eating meat. And honestly, I don't even know my carniversary date. I celebrate my keto day because I call it my proper
Mhm.
human diet day because it's all good.
Yeah.
So March 18th, 2023 was my first day of eating keto. And for the most part, for the most of the time, I was doing really good clean keto. In the very beginning, it was not clean. It was like almond flour, and my wife was making me keto pizza and all this stuff. But when I got it, and about 2 weeks after that, I got my CGM prescription. And I would notice when I would eat these foods that were keto, my blood sugar didn't care. It would do crazy stuff. So that feedback really helped me go clean keto and basically just meat and vegetables, or like carnivore with a side salad, basically. Um, so my A1C went non-diabetic almost immediately. Like I was on Mounjaro and other medications, blood pressure medications, cholesterol medication, all that stuff. And my A1C went to pre-diabetic, my next blood draw. And then after that, I have been non-diabetic since then. I took Mounjaro for a year and a half. And in October of 2024, I stopped taking it. And my blood sugar did some crazy stuff when I first came off of it a few weeks after I stopped it. And the hunger was crazy. Oh, I should even say. So when I went keto and with the GLP-1, I lost 100 pounds in 8 months.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Like
I
I
went
lost
from
60 pounds in 6 months and then I
yeah,
stalled for a while. So like the fact that you lost 100 pounds in 8 months, that's,
yeah, and
do
then
you feel
I
like that was
got
too fast? Was that
yes,
too fast?
yes, it was too fast. And listen, I don't have DEXA scans or anything. And listen, I was never a muscular person anyway. I was bigger because I was fatter. you know, but I have
Right.
like skinny arms and, you know, I'm not like a muscular guy. I hate lifting weights. I don't know about you, but I'm like not a fan of like lift like
I
I,
like
I can ride my
I
bike for
like
2
lifting
miles
weights.
and I can walk for an hour, but I don't like to lift weights. I don't.
I like to. I just don't find time to do it. It's a problem.
Yeah, so definitely combining the GLP-1 with the diet was good, and definitely the diet is what helped me transition off of the medication. Um, I found that towards the end, the reason why I stopped the medication, I really loved it. Um, when I got to the higher doses, you know, feeling full for the first time. I mean, I know that you'll understand this because you struggle with the same like I just felt like bottomless, you know,
Yeah, we're going to talk about that. That's one of
and
the questions I have for you.
and to be able to eat and actually be like, ugh, and like push the plate away, like I never experienced that in my life, and
Me neither.
it was so great. It was so great. So that and the diet, and then when I stopped the medication, so I got down to like once I'm 5'11", so I got down to like 163 was my lowest weight, and
That's
I was
low.
pretty skinny. It was pretty thin. Um, when I stopped the GLP, when I stopped Manjaro, I gained 30 pounds, like really fast. It was like scary how fast. And my wife was like, she's very supportive to me, and I love her so much for this. But she looks at me and she goes, "You look a little swollen." Like she was very fast. And I knew it. You know it.
Hmm.
So I knew at that point, and I knew at that point where, and again, I love all my carnivore friends that just say, eat the fat, the butter, this, that. That's when I said that I can't do that. And I
I
need to
can't either.
track. And I don't track every day, but I had to track to get a handle on what I was eating and what portions, because the truth is we don't need as much food to survive as we think we need. We need very little amount of food to really live, you know? And I had to kind of get a hold of that. So and it's funny, when I was gaining the weight, I wasn't looking at I weigh myself every day, and my scale it has Wi-Fi, it goes to the cloud. But I wouldn't look at the number. I would just to get the bullet point on the graph, so I can look at it later on. Amy, I got up to like 199. If I would have went to 200, I would have died. You
I
know.
know that feeling.
And
I'm a little shorter than
I
you, but
turned it
I
around.
understand it.
I started tracking and look and doing that stuff at 199 without even knowing it, and it came back down. So now I float around like 175, 180, which is I think a better weight. It's a good weight for me. My clothes still fit. I'm in medium, stuff like that. Um, and you know, on the BMI chart, it still says I'm like overweight. Like I'm on the edge of like overweight and normal weight, and I would like to be normal weight, you know. But whatever, it's fine. But my doctor's happy with it, and not that that matters, but it's one nice thing. But but yeah, but toward the reason why I stopped the GLP-1 was because I stopped feeling the benefits of it. So I was eating at this point I was eating no carbs or very low carb, and and I was not getting the appetite suppression anymore. Like I was able to eat large portions. I wasn't getting full, and our bodies do get used to this medication, and that's not something they tell you about when you start taking the medication. Honestly, I don't even think they knew about this because the medication is so new. But my body was like adapting to it, so I was no longer getting full quickly. I guess the food noise was gone still, but like it wasn't. I could eat like a giant steak and not get full, like not feel like I'm gonna like push it away, you know. So that's why I came off of it. And I went off of it. I told October 24, and about 6 months after I went off of it, I got my A1C twice during that time, and it stayed the same 5.4, 5.3 around there, which was great. So I said, okay, I got this diabetes thing. I got it. Like it's not the drug anymore,
Hmm.
you know. And then I started taking Mounjaro again, which I've never really told anyone that. This is a scoop. I love it, and I had it in my refrigerator. I didn't want, I was gonna throw it out. I was doing microdosing of it, so so the Mounjaro comes in a single dose pen that you have to take the whole thing. I was extracting the drug, probably gonna get you taken off YouTube. I was
Where'd you learn this from? Just out of curiosity.
Adrian. No,
I was wondering.
YouTube. I just found
YouTube.
out.
Okay.
I was like,
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
They
loud.
said my sound was low. I adjusted a couple things. Can you hear me?
Yeah, no, you sound
Post
good.
in the
Do I
comments.
sound okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound great. Okay, so you
So-
were microdosing.
And I felt nothing. So I stopped.
When you say you felt nothing,
I did not
like
feel any appetite suppression. I didn't feel like inflammation went down. I didn't feel any of the things
benefits.
why am I gonna take it and not feel anything? So I stopped. So I did that for a few weeks at a very low dose, but it makes sense for me because when I first started taking it at a low dose, I felt nothing, and it wasn't until I got to the higher doses that I actually felt the effects. And I will say I see lots of chats talking about Mounjaro. I never had any type of bad side effects. So I guess I would have some diarrhea or constipation from here and there. But never had like any of like I never vomited. I could still eat, stuff like that. So I never had any of those bad effects.
Let's say hi to just a couple more people who popped in. Evelyn's here, Brian Dish is here, Karen Low Carb Spin, and Nikki Miss Laugh a Lot is here.
Nice.
I think this is the first time Nikki's been here, but I met her earlier today on Kilt's channel. It was streaming on Kilt's channel, so I will definitely make sure I Nikki, post love love bacon, and it will drop your channel here so that I can make sure I subscribe. Okay, so we've talked about GLP-1s. We've talked about your weight, how you got started on keto carnivore. How did you eventually migrate over to carnivore from keto?
Oh, that's great. So the first video I found on YouTube. So I was feeling the neuropathy pain. It was March. I said, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. So I went into YouTube. And it's so funny. I was never a big YouTube person until the pandemic. During the pandemic, YouTube was always for me a utility. Like I have to
me too.
I have to fix something. Let me check YouTube on how to fix it. It was like it wasn't for entertainment. It was like a utility knife, figuring out how to fix things or do something. But during the pandemic, it became entertainment. So I went into YouTube and I typed in reverse diabetes. And the first video I found was by Sarah Hallberg. It was her TED Talk. And the name of the YouTube video at the time was Reversing Type 2 Diabetes Starts with Ignoring the Guidelines. I was like, okay, let's check this out. And basically it was about low carb eating and stuff like that. Great video. I then learned right after that Sarah Hallberg recently passed away from lung cancer. And I was so upset because her video changed my trajectory, right? And then after that, I found another YouTube channel called Beat Diabetes by Dennis Pollock. And Dennis is a preacher in Texas. He's older. He's an older gentleman. He's like the exact opposite of me, right? He's like a preacher in Texas. I'm like a 40-year-old New Yorker, like completely like night and day different lives. And he has some great videos. I don't know, does anyone ever see Beat Diabetes channel? He has great videos about, again, keto eating, not carnivore, but just keto eating and stuff like that. So I binge watched all his videos, and then I found Dr. Berry. And I remember the first time I found Dr. Berry, I said, this guy is nuts, because he's crazy. Dr. Berry is crazy.
I did too.
Crazy. And then, but you can't look away. It's like looking into the sun. You can't look away. And at this point, Dr. Berry was already eating only meat. So, but it's funny. I wasn't watching a lot of his current stuff. I was watching a lot of his old stuff around diabetes and just, fatty liver disease, which I had that too. That's gone. All that stuff. So, And then I think the person that really made me like be like, oh, carnivore is a thing was probably Bella. Like all of a
Really?
sudden, this pretty Asian girl is on my feed just eating sticks of butter, and it's hard to tell. It was like a transition, you know. It was like a gradual thing where it was just like I was just kind of hearing it, you know, stuff like that. Um, and you know, I do great on just meat. I do like vegetables. I know you do also.
I do too. We are
Um,
so similar in a lot of
yeah,
ways,
I love
Louis.
salads. Like you give me like
Me
a wedge
too.
salad with bacon and blue cheese, like
Mm,
it's just iceberg lettuce. I mean, it's nothing. Who cares, you know? Avocados, stuff like
I
that.
love avocados.
I think the longest I've actually done no vegetables was probably a month. Like in January when I did like World Carnivore Month, I did Vine Diet for a month, and I did no vegetables there. But I do fine with an avocado once, you know, every 2 weeks.
I'm curious.
You know,
I'm like veggie curious to see if I can have one a month or, a couple times a month to see if the symptoms I was having return, like the
yeah.
symptoms that have cleared up return. So I'm making kimchi right now. So that
Mm,
will be the first
that's
vegetable that I
fun.
eat is a fermented vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing a film on that, but
Okay.
actually Thomas wants to know where your kitty in the thumbnail is.
The kitty in my thumbnail.
The baby kitty, the little kitten.
What thumbnail? Oh, that kitten. The
Where is
thumbnail
the
of the video.
kitty? Yes.
I forgot what the thumbnail was. I sent Amy that
It was you
image.
holding.
Yes, I sent Amy that image um a month ago. So when you rescue
It's
cats, right? So if you go to this Instagram page here, TNR Utopia,
oh, TNR
Utopia, yeah.
Utopia.
Um, you'll see all of our rescue cats. We, you know, when you rescue cats and kittens, they come and go. You know, they come in, they need me. Once they don't need me anymore, they get adopted and they go out. So that kitten is
Is that one
probably
gone already?
yeah, he's gone already.
I love that about you too. I have 4 cats, and I couldn't do what you're doing though because they would never leave. Like,
No, well, I mean, I had, you know, I have, you know, it's always fun that I have 10 cats, right? 10 cats. But last week we had to euthanize one of our cats. I lost one of my
I
cats last week.
know.
So it was
I'm
very,
so
very
sorry.
sad. And we haven't even posted about it yet. I'm going to post about it on Tuesday. So now I have 9 cats, which is fine. I'm happy with having 9 cats. The cat that passed away, his name was Stubby. He was actually one of the first
Oh,
cats we trapped for TNR. He was a feral cat, lived in our backyard. And in 2016 is when we trapped him for neuter. And he got his ear tip, and he lived in our backyard. And over the next few years, he really, really warmed up to us, especially my wife. She would sit outside on the back steps, and he would rub against her legs, and she would be able to pet him, and we would feed him. And then in 2021, he went missing, and then we found him, and he was very sick. And my wife was like, picked him up, put him in a carrier, and said, "Nope, you're coming in the house." Yada yada yada. Turns out he was diabetic. Right? Isn't that funny? So we
oh,
had to give him insulin since 2021 twice a day, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And a week before we had to euthanize him, he stopped eating and took him to the vet. And he had some type of cancer going on in his stomach.
oh,
You know, it's one of those things where are you going to pay $10,000 to try to save a diabetic old cat?
right.
You know,
It was
it's
time.
that might
Yeah,
not
it's
he might
time.
not recover. So yeah, so that's what we made that decision. It was hard, but it was hard, but it wasn't hard. It was the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to
But
do.
let me tell
Yeah.
you, it was like getting a $400 a month raise between his diabetic food and his insulin. It was a lot of money, you know, for the prescription food and his insulin. And I know it sounds terrible, but yesterday and today I didn't have to wake up at 7 a.m. to give him his insulin. It's like changed my life. You know, it's sad, but
It's sad.
it's real. It's like I can go out to dinner now, and like not have to get home at 7 o'clock to give him his. You know, it's just weird. You know, it's weird. But
John had a question, and
This is him.
Oh, he's so cute! An orange kitty. I have an orange kitty too. John has a question, and I lost it.
I think I saw it. Was it about GLP-1
Let me
resistant?
see. Let me see if I can find it. It was popped up on my other screen here. Let me see if I can find it.
It was at 7:24. When you got off the GLP-1, do you think that it made you GLP-1 resistant? I'm talking about you. Yes. Okay. Is that the one question?
Yes.
Okay. So I say yes. I say that I think it might have messed me up. Because now that I'm off of it, especially since when I would take the low doses, I wouldn't feel anything. And now that I'm off of it, I have to still track and kind of be aware of how much I'm eating and stuff like that. I still have to fast, like all the things that they say we shouldn't have to do. I think that I am a little GLP-1 resistant, which is terrible. You don't want to be resistant to that.
No.
And I don't know how to not be resistant to it. We become insulin sensitive by lowering our insulin levels. So I should be able to become GLP-1 sensitive by lowering my GLP-1 levels. I guess that should just come naturally just by not taking it from an injection, right? But yeah, I think something happened. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say hi to a few more people. Ellen, Calamity Jane is here. Retired Rick Russ is here.
42 people watching. What's your
Julie,
what's your best?
50, which was last week. 50.
Who was on last week?
Was that the Avengers, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that was the Avengers.
Yeah.
It was just me. So actually, Peter brings up an interesting thing here, and you and I are going to talk about because we have similar issues. So Peter says, with Carnivore, all the tracking went out the window. Thank the Lord, I just eat intuitively now. So I'm going to tell what happened to me. I'm going to tell what happened to me, and I'm going to ask you about you. So I did that at the beginning.
Wasn't
July
it great?
5th. I want to do it now. I'm
in the middle of a 72-hour fast.
So, oh shoot, we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, oh, good. I'm just gonna go carnivore, and I can eat whatever I want. I don't have to worry about how much. Next thing you know, I'm eating like 5 or 6 burger patties, like a half a pound of bacon. I'm eating 12 eggs a day. I'm eating a stick of butter every day, and then the scale just started, and I'm like. And I heard you say this before. You said, I didn't do all this work to lose all this weight just to gain it back. Now, I went on carnivore for a couple of reasons because I wasn't feeling well. I was feeling exhausted all the time, and I wanted that carnivore power energy. But also, I gained a few pounds, and I mean just a few. But then when I started on carnivore, I gained more until it was 20 pounds, and I'm like, record scratch noise. I'm like, no. And everyone's just like, eat till you're comfortably full. Eat till you're satiated. I ate an elephant and I still wasn't full. I'm like, I could still eat, and I get done eating and I'm still hungry and I could eat. And I know you're like this too.
Yeah, I have to really, and again, the carnivores, they all hate it when I say this. You should see them. Calories matter. And they hate it.
It's the only measurement tool we have.
I don't think calorie as a unit of measure is good, but call it whatever you want. Energy, grams, macros, I don't care what you call it. It matters. If you eat more than you need, you will store it. It doesn't matter. If I eat a lot of carnivore foods, my blood sugar goes up, right? And it triggers insulin, and I store fat. That's normal. That's fine. Why some people can eat a half a pound of ground beef and be like, oh, for a meal, and be like, oh, I'm full. I'm not saying that's all they're eating a day. They may be eating that 3 times a day, which is good. But you can put in front of me like a pound and a half of ground beef, and I will house that bowl without an issue. And listen, that's too much food for one meal. Maybe if I was doing OMAD, and again, that's kind of how I'm living now. Is I'm really, and again, there's lots of empty calories that I have to cut out, like butter and cream in the coffee, and like I gotta cut that stuff out. But it does matter. Calories matter.
I I agree. So I was tracking. I'm like, okay, I got to start tracking, but I'm not gonna change anything. I'm just
And
gonna track what I'm eating.
I
I was
know.
4,000 calories and like 300 grams of
Is
fat.
this when you were tracking for the PhD coaching course or before that?
So yeah, so
Because I
the
love I
one week
love that they're making you track. I think that's such a great
they did, and I'm like, I
experience
don't want to
for
track.
everyone.
I hate tracking. But then I did it, and I'm like, actually, this is gonna help me figure this out, right? And I have stopped gaining. I've lost a few pounds.
Hmm.
So my lowest weight was 148. I'm 5'9". I used to be your height, but I'm the credible shrinking woman. I think they just keep doing surgeries on me, and I'm
Yes,
5'9", and I'm up
taking out
to,
spinal discs.
yeah, my hips, like they're chopping stuff off, whatever. 168 pounds is what I'm at now, but I was down to 148. Now, 148 is probably a little too thin for me. I'd like to be about I'd like to settle in about 155, but like I think 160 or 170, I'm considered obese,
Oh,
which is nuts. Like I am 168, and I
I
feel
know.
like other than my clothes fitting tight, I'm like I don't feel like I'm an obese person. But
It's funny. I gained those 30 pounds, and like, yeah, my face got a little puffier. I think a lot of it was inflammation too. Um, but what happened during that time was I was eating probably 3 meals every day. I was not fasting at all. Um, and listen, I like fasting, but I don't like fasting. Like, who likes to fast? Like, yeah, it feels good, but I like to eat. Last week, so I
me
was
too.
doing this challenge where I'm doing a 72-hour fast every week until Hack Your Health, because I want to look good for Hack Your Health. So, so last week my cat died. I said I'm not fasting this week.
Oh yeah.
And again, I didn't go binge on sugar, but I ate my regular meals. I cooked my regular meals. Um, yeah, but it definitely matters, and I have to watch. And it's one of those things where the world and the food environment that we live in has ruined me. It's ruined everyone. It's ruined you. It's ruined me. And if we think about how we would have eaten, 10,000 years ago, we would not have been eating as much as we do now, because we're not used to. And I think Dustin was talking about this morning on his live stream on Keto Simple. Our bodies are ancient, and we live in this world of abundance that our bodies have not caught up with that yet, and they never will. So,
What do you think they ate back then? Do you think they ate 3 meals a day with 2 snacks in between, or do you think
yeah,
they ate
right.
maybe one meal, or maybe they killed a big animal like a
I feel like
whatever,
they
a
would have
buffalo?
to. I feel like we would have had to have eaten as much as we could when we first did the kill, and I'm not sure if there was a way that they can preserve. It depends on the time, in our history. We probably were also fighting with other animals that would, you know. And listen, also a part of me thinks that humans in the past were probably more like hyenas, where we would find the remains of other animals that were killed. Um, until we learned how to do it ourselves. But
Yep.
the
Hi, Wendy.
score.
Wendy's here. Wendy's here. Oh, your score. Are you going to talk about your
Oh
recent
yeah,
test?
I forgot. Yeah, I had blood work done on the first time I heard about a cat being diabetic. Yeah, we can talk about that too. That's freaking frustrating. I got blood work done on election day, and I had my lowest A1C reported ever. So my A1C was always around 5.3, 5.4. One time it was 5.2. And I wear a CGM, continuous glucose monitor. I wear a Dexcom G7. So right now my blood sugar is 84, which is perfect,
Uh-huh.
normal. I'm about 25 hours fasted, just to give you. So that's my blood sugar at 25 hours fasted. And my blood sugar would always be around 100. And I would have to fast for 2-3 days to get it down this low. And I couldn't figure out why. And everyone is telling me it's normal, it's normal. My A1C was not diabetic, not pre-diabetic, but it was 5.4 or 5.3. So my A1C on Tuesday, election day, was 5.1. And the only thing I changed was I gave up caffeine. I swear, waiting all day for that. So I gave up coffee for a month, and then I've since then reintroduced decaf coffee. But I think, and again, this is just a one experiment, and my guess is that the caffeine was causing me to have a cortisol spike, just to keep. I was probably always on like this level of just like, ooh, and that was just causing my blood sugar to hang out higher. And now that I have come off of that, my blood sugar is never over 100 after meals. And
That's great.
and I have some dawn phenomenon still, so I'll still go up to maybe 99, 101 in the morning, but it comes back down. And now if I don't eat, my fasting is in the low 80s, and by day 3 of my fast, I'll be in the 70s. So it was pretty good.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, that
Okay,
was a
so
really
back to
exciting
the
thing.
fasting. The fasting. What types of fasting do you do again? I know you do
Fasting, I call
several
it.
day fasts, dry
I
fasts.
do.
Talk about
Yes.
that.
So I started fasting, find Dr. Berry, you find this one, you find Jason Fung. Oh, okay, fasting. I have a coworker who had weight loss surgery a few years ago, and she also eats low carb, and would do fasting. So I was like, okay, I can do fasting. So once I was on the GLP-1, fasting was a little bit easier, and at this point I was also doing really good keto. So I think that really was what made it easier to do.
Yeah.
And I started small, 20 OMAD, and then I would do like a 36 hours. It was crazy, whatever. And then I forget when my first real long fast was. I mean, it's like a muscle. You work your way up to it. I think probably in Dr. Berry's community. Are you in the PhD community or no? You weren't.
No, that's one of my questions about that.
Yeah. So in Dr. Berry's community, they would do this fast fest, and it would be a 5-day fast, and they would do it, I think 3 or 4 times a year. So I think that was my first longest fast. I did 5 days, and now my longest fast record is 6.5 days. And Bill was looking to do. He's doing a 10-day fast right now, Bill Cook, and
Bill Cook, yes.
and I said to him, I'll do it with you. And I said, but I'm not ready yet. I have a doctor's appointment. I had to get blood drawn. I can't be fasted. I have to be fasted for the right amount of time for blood work. And I'm going to Hack Your Health. Like, he's like, well, I'm doing that. So okay, then do it. I'll do the next one with you. But my next goal would be 10 days probably. Other than that, I usually do a mixture of 2MAD and OMAD. If I'm in the office, I work 2 days from home, 3 days in the office. So if I'm in the office, it's easy for me just to eat dinner that day. If I'm working from home, I'll have lunch and dinner. And then I've been doing this 72-hour challenge right now, 72-hour fast every week until Hack Your Health. And I think after Hack Your Health, I'm probably just going to do maybe like I just won't eat on Mondays. Like I'll do like a 48-hour every week. Just, I don't know, I'll pick a day and I'll just do that every day. Again, this is just, it's I'm not really losing weight. I'm losing weight a little bit, but I'm kind of just maintaining, and everyone has to find what works for them. I'm a volume eater, so I need to eat a lot of food, and I'm not eating plants. So when you're a volume eater and you're eating salad and broccoli, it's a little different than when you're a volume eater and you're eating steak
Meat.
and pork belly and eggs. It's very, very nutrient dense food.
Mhm.
So fasting helps balance that for me, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I'm similar. I hate fasting. Uh, I'm one of these people, though, if I put my mind to it, I can muscle through it. I feel like you're probably the same. If you put your mind to it, you can muscle through it. Jonathan Carnivore Muscle was here. Holy cow. Sorry, Jonathan. It looks like he's gone already, but that's
Oh,
awesome. Yeah, I feel like you're the type, I feel like we have similar personalities, and when we put our mind
mhm.
something and we say we're going to do it and we say it out loud enough, we can do it. So I was a little disappointed.
When's the last time you
I was a
saw,
little,
did you ever see my fat picture or no?
I have. Can you share that?
I think so. Can I share a screen? I can. Let me find it. I gotta find the right one.
I don't know what guests can and can't do on here, but if not,
Well, this has my coworkers in it. I don't think they would need to see. You need to see my coworkers. So while I look for it, what were you just saying?
I feel like we're the same type of person that when we put our mind to something, we can muscle through it, even if we don't like it. And I don't like fasting either.
Yeah,
Now I haven't done the longest I've ever fasted was 48 hours, and that was because I had a
that's a
colonoscopy.
great fast. 40 hours is great.
And
40
I
hours.
was thinking, and it was more because I was scared of the colonoscopy prep than anything. So I'm like, I'm just gonna not eat for 2 days to hopefully like make the prep better. But it was still bad. It didn't matter. But honestly, 48 hour 2 days. I think once you get past a certain point, now I don't know that I could do a dry fast
Yeah, so
because,
I played around with that. It's fine. I honestly find that fasting is easier when I'm not drinking anything. I feel like drinking, it's like a tease drinking water. Other people can drink and they feel like, let me see how this works.
and
Allow.
was it you that said, because I asked somebody why dry fast, and they said because it speeds up autophagy. Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Okay, so cool. Oh, so everybody, this was Louis. How
This is
much would
me
you
on
say you weighed
August
there?
16th, 2020.
Oh my gosh, Louis.
And when I started tracking my weight, so my highest weight on the calendar on it's amazing how this data is in the cloud and everything like that. Like I use an iPhone, so I have the Apple Health app, and like there's just data in there from the past. And my highest weight was 320 pounds. I don't know what I weighed here, but when I started tracking my weight loss when I on that date, March 19th, 2023, I was 274. Um, and now I'm like 175, 180. So a little less
That's
than
great.
100 pounds. Yeah. So that's me. And I don't even know what cat this is. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far
That's
away.
a cute. I love cats so much.
Yeah.
And here's another funny thing. I'm gonna let's see. Can I? Okay, we're gonna pop back in here now.
Yep.
So definitely allergic to cats, and I have 4 of them.
My wife is allergic to.
But she lives with them,
She takes
right?
pills. Yeah.
So I take pills. That's actually one of the only medications I take is I take
Hmm.
Zyrtec every day, and I
Yeah.
take Singulair
Yeah.
because, and honestly, now if I go into someone else's home, their cats bother me. But for all those people who say
Oh,
that they're deathly allergic,
I know. When people say, "Oh, I can't have a cat," I'm allergic. I said they have pills for that now. All right.
well,
Open your home. Open
you
your
can
heart.
get injections too. The other thing is, I notice it takes me a few months when we get a new cat, right? It takes me a few months,
Mhm.
and I have a little worse allergies, but you get used to their dander.
Yeah.
Now, if I go to someone else's house and I get one of their cat hairs in my eyeball, yeah, my eye's gonna swell shut. But the other thing I notice is being on a proper human diet, my asthma. I don't even have to take my asthma inhaler anymore. And cats is the number one thing. Actually, dust mites is number one, and cats is number two on my allergens list. But I just want to give hope for people out there who want a cat. First of all, eat a proper human diet, and then second of all, and are these allergy pills not good for me? But yeah, probably not. I've
But
been on
my
allergy.
wife is also allergic to other things. Like she's allergic
Me
to like
too.
like grass and pollen, and so it helps her
Me too.
in other ways too, you know.
And
Um,
honestly, I've been on allergy medicine since I was 9. It's probably not a good thing to be on medication for that long term.
mhm.
But if I miss an allergy pill, I'm miserable. So you know what? If my quality of life is better for it, and I can have pets that reduce my stress, the pets are counteracting any of the side effects of the medicine, in my opinion, because the pets really, they're therapy pets. I have 4 of
Mhm.
them, and they love me and they make me feel better. And I don't know. That's my story. I'm going to stick with it.
So Russ is here, homesick Buckeye,
Hi,
just so you
Russ.
know. And Russ asked a great question. I guess
Oh,
it's
go ahead and
directed. I guess it's directed at me. He wrote QQQ. How about that fasting insulin, my beloved brother? And
yeah, woohoo!
I forgot to share that. My fasting insulin on election day was 5.3, which I think is a
Did I
great
not?
what?
Did I not? I thought I
Retired
did
Rick
this.
is like the opposite of oh
Yay for
5.3
Lewis.
is my fasting insulin, which is really, really good. And my C peptide was 1.11. Uh
Sherry Nevada Pup has a question too.
yeah.
She says, I too am allergic. My kitties have their own room to sleep.
Oh.
Oh, as long as they stay out of my face, I'm good. Yeah.
So you talk about like they don't come into your bedroom.
Yes. We
Hmm.
tried that, but then we had a cat that ripped all the carpet up at the door. So we had to let them in the bedroom. We were like, they're gonna tear up our house if we don't let
Yeah.
them in.
I have cats. Yeah. Bill, my fasting insulin
Uh,
was 5.3. Bill just asked that
that's
too. Fasting
awesome.
insulin.
We have the same. We have the same. You said your A1C was 5.1, right?
5.1 was my lowest A1C ever. Yep.
I've only had my A1C taken once because if they don't suspect you of being diabetic, they don't
Yeah.
take
I'm
it.
very fortunate that my
And
doctor, he does whatever I want, which is great.
do you think, in your opinion, is there a leptin and ghrelin test? Is there a leptin and ghrelin blood test that you can take? And should you, people like you and me, be having that tested?
I I I don't know. I have to ask ChatGPT if there's a test for that. I feel like if there is a test for it and it's low or high, I don't. One of them should be low. One of them should be high. What do you do with that? There's no medicine for that.
Ellen, Ellen, Ellen's asking a question, and I think it's for you because this is about you. Oh, someone's doing strawberry poop. Isn't that cute? Ellen
Oh,
says you don't seem like you need to lose weight
I
now.
know
Did
my
I hear you
face
say you
is
wanted to lose weight?
so chiseled. It's amazing, right? It's funny. I'm just joking, guys. I'm just joking. It is nice though. So I will say, when I gain weight, it's not in good places. It is around the belly, and that's the worst type of weight that you should do. So I mean, like I do have a lot of skin. Nothing that like
Loose skin, loose
yeah,
skin. Like
nothing that's a really terrible. It like
I do too.
it would be cool, but I'm not trying. I don't care. But I definitely get bigger around my waist, and it's not great. I am not trying to lose weight. Um, I'm not trying to gain weight. If I had to pick a direction, I don't know. I can't. You know those people that like, oh, I weigh myself once every 6 months and I'm 153, like Mitch. This is my weight. That's not me. I am like, and people are like, yeah, it's like a 3 pound. My swing is like 10 pounds. It's like crazy. So I really, if I'm gonna be moving, it's gotta be down. Um, but yeah, I'm good. I'm not really looking, to lose any more weight.
I am.
Yeah,
I want to lose
that's
the
fine. Yeah,
20 I gained, or at least I don't know. I want to get to 155.
that
At
20
least
pounds is due,
10.
that 20 pounds is due to you. You should get that back off.
Well, and so what I've been hearing, and I'm a baby carnivore. I mean, I've been on a PhD for 8 years, going on 9. But from
Mm,
what I hear is sometimes you're and here we go back to the calories and stuff. When you're increasing your calories and fat, your body isn't used to that much calories and fat. you've suppressed your metabolism a little bit, right? So now that I'm unsuppressing my metabolism, my body doesn't know what to do with it, so it's storing it as fat. What I've
Yeah.
heard
And
some other people say
I think
is,
that happened to me by cereal fasting, and by taking the GLP-1 and eating like not eating enough. I believe that my body slowed down and was not burning as many calories, because when you look at what my BMR is and what it says my calorie intake should be, it's I feel like if I eat that, I gain weight, you
basal
know?
metabolic rate, is that the BMR?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, thank you very much, Russ. And I want to ask, Bill Cook is asking about what fasting insulin is. So um, during a during a blood draw, during lab work, they can check to see how much insulin you have in your blood. And as long as you're not a type 1 diabetic or a type 2 diabetic that's injecting insulin, it's a really good measure of insulin resistance, or how insulin sensitive you are. You want your insulin to be under 10, to be a good measure of being insulin sensitive. When I when I first started tracking this metric, right, when I first went to my doctor with Dr. Berry's crazy list from Common Sense Labs of all the labs you should get from your doctor, the doctor was like, "What is it?" My fasting insulin was 44. Yeah, my fasting insulin was 44. And fasting insulin is an indication of pre-diabetes, right? So your insulin is going to be
So
very high before your blood sugar goes high. Yeah.
what's the I haven't gotten to that chapter in the book yet. But what is a good fasting insulin? Tell us.
Under 10.
Okay.
Under
So
10.
it's different than so glucose would be like 100 or less probably, right? Am I right
Yeah.
on that? 100 or
So
less? Like mine was 70.
my fasting glucose was 79 at my blood draw.
I've never had my fasting insulin checked.
Mm.
I've had my
You're right.
A1C checked just because now there probably was a point where I might have been pre-diabetic, but I didn't know because
You didn't get tested.
I started this diet before that wheel fell off of me. All the other wheels fell off of me, but that one didn't get checked. So
Bill's asking, so if it's higher than 10, then you're still diabetic. So no, diabetes is defined as having high blood sugar. Having high insulin is just showing that you are not insulin sensitive, or you are insulin resistant, and it can be seen as a pre-diabetes, right? So first our insulin gets very high, and our insulin is getting very high because our pancreas is making more and more insulin to deal with all the blood sugar that we're putting in our bodies, right? And then after some time, your body's gonna be like, nope, I'm not going to listen to this insulin anymore, and that's when the blood sugar starts going up and you become pre-diabetic and diabetic. So you can have a fasting insulin that's very high and still have an A1C that's normal, or blood sugar that's normal. It's like pre-diabetes, type 2 diabetes. Yes, JC, this is
yes.
type 2. I'm sorry, JC. JC is a type 1 diabetic taking Zepbound, which is amazing. I want to know if your insurance covers that, JC, or if you're paying at it.
Yeah. So that's the other thing. Did your insurance cover
Oh yeah, love it.
these
I have the best insurance. I know, and everyone on in the GLP-1 community that's also carnivore typically are paying out of pocket, and I would pay for 3 months for 3 boxes, 3 months, $25 total. Like
That's unheard of.
unheard of.
And if
Because
you
it's diabetes medication, so they cover for diabetes.
well,
And my CGM, also I would get not 3 months worth of sensors, so 9 sensors for $37.50 for my CGMs. And I should tell you everyone this, I haven't even told anyone this yet. Another sad part of my life is my insurance is changing PBMs, pharmacy, the pharmacy benefits management company that does it. Right now, I have Express Scripts, and they're
Yep.
great. They said they have no issues giving me a CGM. I've never taken insulin before, and CGMs are typically only for insulin dependent diabetics. But my insurance covered it, so I've been taking it for 2 years, almost 3 years. I got a letter in the mail last week that they are changing to another company, and there was the item that they have to talk to me about, Dexcom G7. So I have a feeling that they are gonna stop prescribing
They're
my.
gonna take that away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened to me with my migraine medication.
Yeah.
That worked so well for me for like 5 or 6 years. I got a letter at the first of the year in 2024 saying, by the way, if you want to continue taking this, it's gonna be like $2,000 a month. And I'm like,
Well, mine is
and
like you need to find a cheaper alternative. I'm like, what's cheaper than I don't know, like a Freestyle Libre? Like, what's cheaper than Dexcom G7? Or like, you're gonna make me finger prick? Like, what are you gonna make me do?
okay.
And so I
So
don't know yet. And of course, my instinct is to scramble to refill one more time, right before then. But when am I eligible for a refill? On December 31st.
that happened to me too. So
So upset.
question for you. Question.
JC, what kind of CGM do you use? I want to know. I just type 1.
Question for you, Louis. I have a question
Yes.
for you. The situation that's happening. Did you reverse your type 2 diabetes? Is it reversed? Or are you
Yeah.
managing?
Yeah, so no diabetes medication, and I have
Okay.
had a negative, a normal A1C for.
So do you feel like you could take a break?
The good thing is, so my CGM, I love it. I would feel
I
lost.
know. So is it more about you loving it, or is it more about you? Like, do you actually need that now? You don't
No,
need that,
I
Louis.
don't need
You
it.
don't
I
need it.
don't.
But you love it, and
I
you want
love
it,
it.
and you
I
want the
love the
insurance to
data.
pay
I'm a
for
data
it.
person. I'm a data person. I love it. I
I
love
get
it.
that.
I weigh myself every morning. I don't look. It goes to the cloud. I have my blood pressure cuff right next to here on my desk. I take my blood pressure every morning. Goes to my phone. I have all the data. I love it. It's great. And listen, the CGM helped me with my blood sugar and the coffee. Like, it's definitely like, but do I need it every
That's
day? No. I'm at 82. I eat 3 hamburger patties. I go to 97. Like, it's
so
boring.
maybe buy one once every 3 months.
Yeah, we'll see what
You
happens.
know,
We'll see. I know
I'm with
JC
you.
over the counter, but
I'm
my
with you.
G7, it connects directly to my watch. I get all these cool features that I'm not going to get with Stello, and I'm going to pay $100 for a month. Oh God, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
listen, maybe I can't interact with the new PBM until January 1st. I already told my
So you won't
doctor.
know. You won't know.
I don't know what that means, and I already told my doctor. I messaged him. He didn't write back, but I'm gonna see him on Tuesday anyway. And
Oh,
listen,
hi, Lizzie. Lizzie's new. Let's say hi to Lizzie
oh,
real quick. She's new. Hi, Lizzie.
and
Okay.
she's walking great.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. So you won't hear from the new insurance until January 1.
Well, I got the warning letter from them, and I can't start asking questions until January 1, like when I'm actually under them. So I think I'm gonna write a really nice letter for my doctor to send in, ChatGPT. That's basically going to say my A1C is 5.1 because of the CGM.
CGM, and you had pre-diet. Yeah, that's great.
You know.
George
Yes. So
said something interesting here. Cats get diabetes.
from eating the food that we engineer for them. And if you look at the ingredients in cat food, and my cats are not carnivore because we tried it, and number one, it's a pain in the ass, and number two, they didn't like it, and now they're not eating, and then it's stressful. But if you look at the ingredients in cat food, there's like plants in it. Why?
Yeah, I know.
And it's like a selling point. Like, it has carrots. Like, why?
I saw a commercial for dog food. Like, I forget what kind it was, but it was fresh. Like it's the fresh like meat stuff, and I saw peas and carrots in it, and I'm like,
Yeah, why?
why the hell are they giving animals
Why?
peas and carrots?
That's how they get diabetes, and it's so frustrating because after everything that I learned about my diabetes, right, in my diet, I was gonna say, okay, I'm gonna reverse Stubby's diabetes. I'm injecting with insulin. I'm gonna switch him to raw food, and I'm going to see if we can take him off insulin. Right? They don't have lab tests for cats like they do for people. Like I went to the vet and I said, is his pancreas working? Is his A1C? Is not his A1C. Is he still making insulin on his own? Is he type 1 or type 2? Basically, is what I'm asking this vet. And the vet could not answer my question. They could not tell me if. Are you talking about me or Papa Carnivore?
No, what you're saying, I'm gonna let you
Yep.
finish, but I'm hemorrhaging in the brain right now.
So I would feed him his diabetic management DM prescription food. If he wanted to eat more, he would get ground beef, ground chicken, ground pork. I would give him meat. And we kept giving him his insulin because I could not get an answer on whether he was a type 1 cat or type 2 cat. I don't even know what that means, and no one can answer me that question.
Okay, so
I
I've
never got him off the insulin, but he was on a very low dose. He was on 3.5 units.
so I also do not. My cats are not carnivore. I feel like I struggle enough just to feed me and my husband.
Yep. Especially
So
nowadays.
we had a cat that had crystals, and we buy this very expensive.
Yep.
It's like over $120 for a bag.
Is it the dry food?
It's dry food, and it is, but we do give them a lot of canned food because I feel like the canned food might be a little better because it's got moisture in it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I was having a conversation with the vet's office, and I'm like, I'm reading the ingredients on this, and why are they putting vegetables in the cat food? And the lady I was speaking to said because they require a balance. They require a balanced diet. And I said, "Look,
Listen,
I lost it. This is why I'm losing
that's
it."
never
I said,
been said
"Look,
to me. And if someone said that to me,
I
I'd be like,
said
"Are you fucking kidding
I
me?"
have cared for feral cats outside, and they eat mice, they eat rodents, they kill bunny rabbits. I've never seen them foraging on grass,
And listen, cats do
unless
eat grass every now and then, but usually it's for a reason.
when they're sick
Yeah.
and they need to puke. They eat the grass so they can vomit."
Yeah.
And they do like the catnip. Like I have gotten them.
Yeah. Russ is
But
asking,
other
do you
than
think
that,
the veggies? Do you think it's the veggies in the cat food, or more the rice, the wheat, the corn? Yeah, it's that
it's
stuff.
all of that.
That is veggies, but I
But
do
I
agree.
lost it. And I said, all of the cats that I've ever seen outside kill other animals and
Yeah.
eat them. And they bring them to us because they love us if they are friendly.
Ellen
And I
is
said, I never
asking.
see them.
Ellen is asking
Yeah.
about cats liking shit food over more quality food, and I definitely see that. I try to get my cats like really good ingredient canned food, and they'll balk at it. But I give them a freaking Friskies or a Fancy Feast, and they're just like kitty crack. And I think something
Well,
is in it.
and the food, our cats have lived to be 18 and 20 years. So I'm like, you know what? I think that's a good life with the diet that we're giving them. So I'm just going to keep doing that. We just had a cat pass away in January at 20 years old. So I'm like, okay, that's a decent life. Let's talk about Peter for a second. I'm craving a big dark chocolate. Me too, Peter.
Just eat it in moderation, Peter. Calories don't matter.
Calories don't matter.
No, Peter, you can do it. You don't need to have that chocolate.
Don't do it.
Just think about all
what
the
can he?
cookies you resist at work. You don't need that chocolate bar now.
What I do is
Have
I
some
go
bacon.
and I have a couple pats of butter. Go eat a couple pats of butter.
Cold
and
butter, let it melt in your mouth. Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's great. I had to stop doing that though because calories don't matter. But yeah, have an emergency steak. There you go. Emergency. Always have emergency steak ready to go. Let's see what else. Oh, so tell us about your doctor.
My doctor's cool. So my doctor is actually a PA. And his name is John. He's really a good guy. the doctor in the office that like is the doctor of the office, his name is Dr. Atia. He's a pain in the ass. And he would always talk to me about weight loss surgery, and it was always one of those things where like I didn't want to cut my body parts out. And I remember when I walked in there and I had lost so much weight, and he saw me, like they thought I had weight loss surgery, but I didn't. But my Dr. John, he's great. He does whatever I want. He prescribes whatever I want. He orders whatever labs I want.
Really?
He doesn't know what to do with them. And it's funny. I remember the first time I did Dr. Berry's list, I came with it all printed out, and he ordered all the labs for me. And when we were going over, and again, this in the past, they would want me to go in, draw the blood at the doctor's office. They would send it to the lab, and then they would call me back a week later for another copay to go over it. And I told them that's probably like a year now. I was like, this is over. I'm not doing this anymore. You're going to give me a script for the labs I want. I'm going to go to Quest. Oh, another thing they would do is they would keep my results hostage until I went in. It's my blood. It's me. So now I get an order. I go to Quest. I get the results at the same exact time as my doctor. As they roll in, I'm getting the results on the Quest, myquest.com, whatever. And he didn't look at it. He'll look at it when I'm in the office in front of him on the computer. He'll look at it. But he would order whatever I want, and I never remember. I was so upset. He was going over the results with me, and he was like skipping over the ones that he didn't know or that didn't have a pill, basically.
That didn't have a pill, like a
drug.
A pill.
Like fasting insulin was 44. There's no pill to lower your fasting insulin, so he skipped it. But it was obviously out of range. It was very high.
So the reason why I asked that is because you had said in another stream, Dr. Berry says you don't need. I wanted to bring this up for people because I think it's a good point.
Yep.
Dr. Berry says you don't need a keto or carnivore friendly doctor.
Correct.
Just find a doctor that is open to doing some of these things, and it sounds like you've done that, even though.
Yeah, and he's been my doctor before, and he does not know how I eat. He when we talk about it, and it doesn't really. He does talk about it a little bit, but not like you should, right? Not like a vet would say, "What are you feeding the dog or the cat?" And I just say, I wear my CGM, and I do not eat foods that spike my blood sugar. And I said it's like a modified Mediterranean diet. And he's like, oh, modified. One time he said, oh, modified how? I said, well, there's lots of like starchy vegetables in that diet that raise my blood sugar that I just don't eat those. But I don't eat those things.
That is so smart. Okay. That is so smart.
Now, I know he's not going to be happy because my cholesterol.
What's your cholesterol? Yeah. What's your cholesterol?
My cholesterol this is the highest it's ever been. My total cholesterol was 219. My HDL is 51, which is not as high as I'd like it to be, but it's not. But still for good. A man, I think it should be a little bit higher, but it's above 40. My triglycerides are the lowest they've ever been, which is 70.
That's real good. Yeah. You want your triglycerides to be low.
And my LDL is 151.
Yeah, my LDL is high too. It's always been, it got up to 300 when I was heavy. And the lower in weight I get, the lower it gets. But my total cholesterol is like 233. Mm-hmm. And my doctor's like, let's put you on a statin. I'm like, let's not.
Yeah,
like, give me a chance.
I was on a statin for many years, like because it comes with being diabetic. They give you a statin, and my cholesterol has been, my LDL has been as low as like 30.
That's not good.
No.
I don't feel like that's healthy.
And
okay, I'm not a doctor or medical professional, either is Louis, but it is my opinion. It is my opinion, not medical advice, that's not healthy. I have to say that.
So I remember when I was going to get off the statin, I told my cardiologist, which I haven't, I kind of like ghosted, um, to prescribe me a CAC score, a CAC test. And I was going to say, I'm going to get my 0. I'm going to show them. I'm going to take my statin away. I'm going to stop doing this. And my CAC score was not 0.
What was it?
So I had it done when I was 39. And my score was 100 and I don't know, 115, I don't know, 130.
That's still not bad though, is it?
But a 39-year-old should not have a positive CAC score at all. And
Okay.
the reference range compared to other people only started at 45. And with a score of whatever I was, 100 whatever it was, I was like in the 99th percentile of, having a
Okay.
cardiac event in the
Okay.
next 10 years. So it was rough. It was a rough blow. And I went to my cardiologist and I said, "Doctor, I have lab results that show my cholesterol was in the 30s. Why do I have a positive CAC score?" Crickets. You have a cricket sound effect? Could not answer.
No.
Could not answer the question. Could not answer the question.
That was a gasp.
Could not answer the question. And I know it was because of uncontrolled blood sugar. The damage has been caused by that. And I know that controlling my blood sugar is the best way to help my heart, right? And my cardiovascular health. Now, 13 months later, I had another CAC score done. And it went up 70% in 1 year.
Okay.
From 100 and change to 300 and change. So, and we all go through these things in life where, like, am I doing the right thing? I don't know.
Do you know who Cindy DeMancha is? Do you know who Cindy DeMancha?
I know.
Did you hear her CAC story about like hers was like 5,000 or 6,000? Now she's in her 60s.
Right.
And listen, hers did the same thing.
80 years old and I have a 360 CAC score, then that's fine. As an 80-year-old, that's a perfectly fine number. But as a 41-year-old, not so crazy about that.
Yeah.
So I am going to repeat it again. I'm going to repeat it again after a year and a half. I already have the prescription for it, and that will be around my birthday in June. And we'll see. I still have some inflammation in my body. So my HSCRP, high sensitivity CRP, when I first started tracking it, was very, very high.
What is that? What is that?
HSCRP, high sensitivity CRP. It's an inflammation marker.
Oh, yeah.
Body. So when I first started tracking it, it was very high. It was like over 30. It's supposed to be less than 1. This past blood draw, it was 3. So I've gotten it down drastically, but it's never below 1. It's always around 3, 2.8, around there. So I don't know what's going on with that. Unfortunately, the doctors that I would like to help me with this, like Dr. Ovadia, is like $5,000 and is not an option for me financially. So
So you have a heart doctor, but you didn't tell us why you have a heart doctor. I know why, but could you tell our audience why you were referred to a heart specialist?
I don't know. Why?
You don't remember?
No.
It's probably because you had tachycardia.
Oh, I did.
Was that why?
Yes, I did. So
How do
I
I
was
know
having
more
like
about you than you do?
so that's actually not why I have a cardiologist, but I was having like
Okay.
computations and
From the
you know
tachycardia.
I have extreme health anxiety, um, where if I feel like something is wrong, I make myself sick. Just the anxiety about health. So that's why I have a cardiologist. I have a cardiologist because I had heart palpitations and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And I passed my stress tests. I should say, even though I have a positive CAC score, I had an angiogram, like a little more detailed scan. I had a nuclear stress test where you go on the treadmill and then you quickly run to the CT machine and they check for blood flow with contrast. That all was fine. So
Good.
I don't know. Yes, I had a CT angiogram. Yeah, and that my CAC score on that was 366, and it did not mention anything about me having any soft plaque. So what I'm hoping, and again, who knows, I'm hoping that my soft plaque became calcified plaque because of my change in my diet. And
Uh-huh.
you want calcified plaque. It's much more stable than soft plaque. Soft plaque is the dangerous stuff. But we'll see. I'll get another CAC score and I'll see
Yeah.
what's going on.
So I want to say hi to Josephine. She's here from all the way from Australia.
Wow, from the
And
future.
Aaron, Booby Goats,
Not from the future.
Butter Woman is here. And if you have to leave, let me know. I'll end the
I
stream.
have
But I
now. I'm
think we're having
okay.
such
She has 10 kids. I have 10 cats. All right, there you go.
yes. There you go. 10 kids and 10
Hashtag
cats.
life choices. No kids.
But yeah, so I wanted to point that out because I remember listening to another live stream where you said you had tachycardia. It's
Yes,
interesting because I've always
and that's
thought that
gone.
I've had. What is the one that goes along with sleep apnea? My mom has it. It is where you can throw blood clots. What is that
I don't know.
called? It's a heart condition and it's a
AFib?
arrhythmia. I can't think of AFib. So
Okay.
I've always suspected I've had AFib. The reason why is I have an Apple Watch. And when you do the little Apple thing, it always says inconclusive, inconclusive. And then I have
Oh, like
my
when you do like the EKG?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then so I have a very fancy. I'm a lot like you. We're a lot like Lewis. So I have this really fancy blood pressure cuff that has the little EKG thumb things.
Oh,
And when I
fancy. Mine's
put
not that fancy. Mine.
when they like I forget what cardio mobile things on there, and I forget. Oh, when I put
Will
it
you
on
put
there,
your
it
two
says
fingers on it? Like that's really
yeah, it says
cool.
possible signs of AFib. Possible signs of AFib. So I went in for my surgery. I don't think I've said this yet either. So I went in for my surgery this 3 weeks ago, and they're like, "We're gonna do a quick EKG on you." And I'm like, "Oh shit, they're gonna find
This is it.
AFib."
This is it. And it was normal.
No, it was normal.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't know why. I must have now. There is a birth defect that runs in my family. My sister has it, a prolapsed mitral valve. So that runs in my family. So it's possible I have a prolapse, and I'm not going to go seek this out. There's too many things wrong with me. My body parts keep falling off like randomly. So I'm not going to go say, I think I have, oh, there's a question here. Do you see that?
Yeah,
Um,
it's very John, this
let
is
me,
very complicated. I don't know what this means.
let me
I would
finish,
have to
I'll
copy
finish
and
my
paste
thought
this
and then we'll
question
ask
and put it
this.
into ChatGPT and be like, what does this mean, John? So I will
So
say that I did have high uric acid levels.
let's read the question. Read the
Okay.
question.
QQQ, Lewis. So you think, first of all, I don't think anything. The Puritans in protein in meats causing the inflammation due to higher uric acid levels. Uric acid is also one of the drivers of insulin resistance. What's your thought? So I honestly don't have a thought on this because this is confusing me. But I want to say that just a quick, I don't think I've reversed my insulin resistance yet, as Dr.
What makes
Betty
you
said.
say that? What makes you say
You
that?
know, I want to say because if I do eat a very large bolus of protein, my blood sugar goes high, and stays high, right? So it will go from like 80s to like 105, 110, but it will hang out there for hours and not that, but that's how protein works. It's much more gradual. So I feel like I'm not as insulin sensitive, or maybe I'm insulin suppressed. Who knows? Like ask Dr. Cybus. But so I still think I'm working on that. I did have higher uric acid levels. They weren't high on the labs, like red, like highlighted red, but Dr. Nelson did say that my level should not be that high for someone that doesn't have gout. So listen, I don't know. There's definitely inflammation going on in my body, and I don't know why. And it's very hard to navigate that without a really good functional medicine doctor that won't take insurance. It's hard to pay for that stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's watching or not. My sister,
What's your sister's name?
she Angela. She's a
Angela.
breast cancer. I don't know if she's probably not
Not here.
watching, but she's a breast cancer survivor, and a physician told her she also suffers from kidney stones, right? She has kidney issues, and so a physician told her the prurines in the meat are bad, and they tested her kidney stones, and they said they're caused by
Oxalates.
And meat.
Really?
And yeah, I have a differing opinion on that, but again, I'm not a doctor. Now, I will say this: my mom has kidney and heart issues, and she was in the hospital for a week because probably going to get in trouble for talking about her medical condition on here. But let's just put it this: she had hyponatremia. Hyponatremia is when your sodium goes so low, and of course, the heart doctors tell people, watch your sodium, watch your sodium. So she never eats salt. And then what happened was she got the flu or COVID or something, right? And then she was like stomach sick. That's the only thing I'm going to say. So she was losing a lot of fluids. And then her sodium got so low because of that they had to put her in the hospital. It was very dangerous. And they can't just bring your sodium up. They can't just give you sodium. They have to slowly do it, because if they do that too fast, they'll kill you. The interesting thing about this is the kidney doctor in there said, you need to eat a high protein diet. He didn't say eat low carb, right? Because I don't think legally they can say something like that. Maybe they get in trouble. But he said you need to eat lots of protein for your kidneys. And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, usually they say the opposite.
Yeah. So, Kendra's here.
My lab work was perfect. My liver too.
Kendra's here. Hi, Kendra. Consume the goodness. Okay. Let's see. The PhD. Tell us your thoughts about. Okay, so you're a member of the PhD community. What are your thoughts about that?
That I'm in. So I joined my first community I joined was Dr. Berry's community. I was never at the pro level. I wish I was, because the price has gone up so much. I was always at the middle level. It was $12 a month, and they have since raised that to, I think, $15 a month. But I'm grandfathered into the $12 a month, so now I can for $3 a month I can never cancel. Right, they got me.
Right.
So I'm in Dr. Berry's community, and then I'm in Dr. Kiltz's free community, and then they recently introduced some tiers, and they had a sale for 50% off. So I bought a year of the premium Dr. Kiltz community. It was like $150 for the year. It was pretty. You divide that by 12, it's not that bad. So I'm in that.
I wish I would have gotten into that.
I'm also in Healing Humanity, which is the best community.
Really?
Sorry, Rick, cover your ears. It's the best community because the Zoom calls I have are great. They're really, really great. You know, they have a lot of specialists come in, and then if you just want to talk with Coach Lisa or Lynn, you know, if you care what Kerry says, Kerry's there, you know, Adam, really, really great. Like right before, so every Sunday night, Dante Ferrigno has a Zoom on Healing Humanities, and it's just 2 hours, and it's called a Hangout with Dante. We just hang out and talk. So I literally
that's
was
cool.
talking to Dante before I came on here. I was hanging out with Dante. It's great. He's a great guy. Can't wait to meet him next week or this week.
And the Dr. Barry community, now for the $15 a month, do you get your questions answered by him?
So yes, so in the past, when I was first starting this journey, I would get my questions answered in the community live streams. That they used to do them on YouTube. Now they're on Zoom webinar, so you can't unmute yourself, but you can in the chat, and there might be 50 people, 70 people, very, very little. And you know, I'm pretty hip with a computer, so I have my notepad, all my questions completely typed already, and it's just like as soon as he goes live, copy, paste, boop, send, and I'm the first one to get the question answered. And do I get my answers? No, I don't. I can answer. I could answer like Dr. Berry would answer. I know what he's gonna say. He's not my doctor. He's not gonna tell me what to do. He can't tell me
Right.
legally. He can't tell me what to do. But it's helpful. It's helpful. I also have owe a debt to him, right? So I feel like it, you know, if I can contribute something, you know, monetarily, it's worth it. You know, if it helps him do more, you know, so stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, Cass is here too. Do you know Cass? Carnivore Farm Mom?
No, I don't know that name.
Cass. I just met Cass. Cass, type !love bacon for everybody. It will drop your channel. I was just curious about the communities. I actually just came on scene a year ago, even though I've been doing this since 2018.
That there are carnivore communities, or is that like a carnivore thing?
There is, I mean,
like when people pay monthly, like it's crazy. Oh, and I was in Steak and Butter Gang for 3 months.
I don't know. I mean, so I'm not as well versed in the communities, because what happened with me was in 2018, my sister, my other sister Janine, who has been secretly keto for 20 years.
Right, I love that story. You said that once. I love it.
I just found out a few months ago, and I've been keto for like 8 years now, and like I found out on a live stream. She was on a live stream with me. She's like, "Yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years." I was like, "Say what?"
But did she know it was keto?
I think so. She's the one who turned me on to Dr. Barry.
Rick has been doing carnivore for 40 years, but he didn't know what it was called, a carnivore.
She did. I mean, I don't know. Her story. I gotta get her back on here. See, yeah, she did Atkins. Her story's interesting. I need to get her back on here because she did the cabbage soup diet. She did.
Yes, everyone did that diet.
I didn't do that diet. I did Atkins.
You do the 17-day diet?
No, I only did Atkins and shakes. Carnivore
Farm Mom, I just put it. It's ! Love bacon, one word. Even though love bacon ! Is also true. I just put it.
But yeah, she's the one who got me into it.
Diet. I'm gonna email you the 17-day diet book. You gotta see the joke that this book is.
What is it?
The 17-day diet, and it's not a diet that's 17 days. It's. Has anyone ever done that diet? Let me know. Let me know. But it's basically the foods that you eat change in 17-day cycles. 17 days. And it's
what about the blood type diet?
No,
what do you think about that?
Never did that.
No. Do you think that that's a thing? Do you think people should eat for their blood type?
I don't even know what blood type I am. That's
There's
probably
no way. You have to know what blood. With all the blood tests that you've had done, you have to know your blood type.
I know. I know. I never forget. I go to Quest and the lady's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "You're sick." I'm like, "I know. Just take
Are
the
you
blood."
there every week? Like, do you go to Quest every week?
No, 3 months. Remember, the best thing about it is once a diabetic, always diabetic. So my all that stuff should really be covered.
Oh, so what you're saying as far as insurance is concerned?
Yes. That's why I can't get
How do I become diabetic?
no, you don't want that.
I'm kidding. I'm teasing.
All right,
Uh,
17-day diet. Reply to email. That's it. Change the name of this channel from keto to 17-day diet. All right, you have that.
okay, so that's the thing. Just so everybody knows, Louis brought up a good point here. I'm
Yes.
probably never going to change the name Keto Rockstars because I've already branded it. And the other reason is because I believe the PhD is a spectrum, and carnivore and lion diet are still ketogenic. So
Yep.
Keto Rockstar still applies. Even though I'm eating carnivore, it's not going to say I'm never going to eat a vegetable again. And I want to be a community for the masses. So,
And listen, it's so easy to have a keto meal, have a carnivore day. You know, it doesn't have to be if you feel okay, then it's fine. It's fine. I didn't become type 2 diabetic because I was eating broccoli with butter. You know, it was
right.
the toaster strudels.
Oh, man.
I'm
What I
sorry.
wouldn't do for one more toaster strudel with that little frosting. I think I just like the
You
packet
go,
of frosting.
throw like a little picture on it.
That was probably my favorite, like, junk food. Honestly, when you said that, it really triggered me. I forgot about those.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. There's so
It's
many
okay.
things that I'll never touch them again. Though I will never like people. People are always like, "Oh yeah, they fall off the wagon." I can say, although I've you know I use artificial sweeteners sometimes, and cheese and dairy and all this stuff. I have not had a potato since March 19th, 2023. I have not had any sugar. I have not had. I have never had a cake, a cookie. Um, my wife makes me carnivore cheesecake, which is delicious.
I need to do that.
So I'll eat stuff like that, but I have not had sugar or starchy vegetables since I started this. I will never. I will become diabetic again. I will never have that. You know.
And your wife does this with you too. She does a proper human diet too, right?
So she's dirty keto, and she lost 100 pounds as well.
Wow.
No, just eating how I eat. No GLP-1. Even though she says she's so jealous, she wish she had it. She was never sick enough, fortunately, to get a prescription. And she, like today, so I'm fasting, but I still cook her dinner because if I prepare her meals, she makes better choices than if she's on her own. And she started it originally. She did not change her diet. Only I was doing it. But as my weight quickly approached her weight, she was like, "Oh, this is not gonna work." So now she's eating it as well. Today she ate. I cooked her 3 chicken thighs in the air fryer. That came out perfect.
Perfect.
And she ate those, and she will have we buy this container of mixed berries from Stop and Shop. She loves them. It's blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries. She'll have some berries, and maybe she'll have some Lily's chocolate chips, like the ones that you would buy to bake with. She just
Yep.
tosses them back. And yeah, she's 120 pounds. She's
Wow.
Size,
So
she's a size 0.
that's another similarity with us.
Yeah.
Is that my husband saw me starting to get success on my health journey, and very quickly, within a year, he's like, I think I want to do what you're doing, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't want to go full carnivore,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with that. So he gets a salad every night with his meat. He eats the meat that I eat, except for he eats rotisserie chicken, and I'm not even doing rotisserie chicken because of
Like
they
you,
inject it with gluten.
we mean cook that from the store. You buy it from the store.
Yeah, he eats that. I don't.
See, I cook the chickens in the air fryer. It's so good, a whole chicken.
Yeah, and then he does the Lily's chocolate thing too. Like
So funny.
the and
It's expensive.
Costco has a version that is
Oh.
0 sugar, and I get him the Costco brand because it's like $9.99 for this huge bag.
Oh, I never saw that. I have to check.
Yeah, it's a blue bag.
Is it in the baking section?
Yes, it's around where the like almond flour and stuff is. So look, not every Costco has the same stuff though. So I just keep that on hand, and honestly, I don't even feel tempted. And he just grabs a handful in a little cup and he snacks on those. But yeah, so he did the same thing. He saw me, and I think it might be a little different for a woman seeing their husband get thin than a man seeing their wife get thin. Like, but he did the same thing. He's like, well, gosh, you're losing all this weight and you're looking great. I better do something too.
And
So
it was falling off fast. It was falling off fast. John asked a question. How long did it take you to drop your A1C from the 8s to the 5s? So the 8s were my highest A1C, but it was not my most recent A1C. So my A1C when I started on March 2023 was, I think, 6.8, 6.7. So it was just above the diabetic range. But that's one really important thing I want to express is I was feeling these symptoms of diabetic complications, and my A1C was not 12. You know, it was not 12.
right.
It was lower because of medication. So my A1C that March was let's say 6.8, and then I was pre-diabetic. In 3 months I was below diabetic range, and then 3 months after that I was non-diabetic, and I've been non-diabetic ever since.
That is so great. Any other questions? Anything else you want to like impart on us as far as knowledge about you or this lifestyle?
I mean, not really.
You don't have any plans to add carbs back in, do you? You know.
Well, I did join Dr. Wiedemann's new group.
I like her,
I
actually.
love Dr. Wiedemann. I met her in Boston, and she's a super nice lady. And I love learning different things from different people.
Me too.
So I love learning from, like, Dr. Sivis is talking crazy stuff about like insulin suppression, and like, you know, he was on with Dr. Berry. Dr. Berry was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I like learning different things. And Dr. Wiedemann definitely is, you know, talking things that I agree with, such as, you know, the amount of food you eat matters, and you know, the whole calories thing matters. So I joined her group. I don't pay for her group. I'm like in the free version of it, and you can pay, but I'm not going to pay her group. I also feel, you know, the same reason why I never tried Kelly Hogan's group is I feel like it's going to be Louis and like 50 women.
That might be
And
nice.
no, not really. You know, like Louis, I mean, me and like all these women that are trying to lose weight, and because I love Kelly too, Kelly Hogan. Like,
I do
she's
too.
one of my favorite people. I cannot wait to meet her. I cannot wait to meet her. And
Is she going to be at Hack Your Health?
she is, and she's going to be at all the dinners and everything. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to meet Kelly Hogan. I'm going to take a selfie with her. But then I'm not going to join Lisa's group. I'm not going to join Kelly's group because I feel like it's going to be me and all these women, and I'm not going to feel comfortable, you know? And that's not really true. It would be fine, but I don't know. I just feel like it wouldn't be a good match. But listen, that's always there. But yeah, I just, you know, I What do you mean by carbs? Like broccoli, like
I don't
asparagus?
know.
Yeah,
Like
I'll eat those.
I don't
I
listen. I'm
eat
not
them
even
now.
really paying attention. I'm not even paying attention to this. And
Will I
honestly,
ever
I've
eat
watched.
a potato again? Or I'll never eat sugar again. Like added sugar? Never. Never. I never will. It's not, I don't need that. And at this point right now, I will never eat a potato again. Or fruit. I will never eat fruit again. I will, and again, this is a problem with me and the berries that are in my refrigerator right now. I will do a drive-by and throw like a
Drive
strawberry on
by.
drive-by. You know about drive-bys? You drive by the
The
fridge
drive by.
and you
Yeah. Oh,
throw a
I'm that way with
strawberry.
cheese.
Yeah.
And
So,
sadly, I
but
had
I'll never
cheese
eat like a
yesterday.
banana again or an apple. It's poison. Never. Never.
Uh,
What did I do? Oh,
I
it's
think I've jumped. I've jumped around to the chat jumps around every once in.
Lambs is here. Lambs.
Oh, hi, lambs.
Lambs, you
Um,
got any questions?
so the thing about Lisa that I've really connected with is she's been through menopause, and I'm going through menopause. I know you don't want to hear about this, but
It's exactly why I'm
there's
not in the
some
group.
wicked symptoms with that, and so like I've really connected with
Oh,
her because I've gained weight. I'm gaining weight, and that started before carnivore. That started on keto, and it continued into carnivore. And she's expressed her issues with, and she's taken a lot of flack. Like, you're not carnivoring hard enough, and you're not doing this, and she's taking a lot of flack. And it's like, I'm sorry, but there's some things that happen in a woman's body that they're gonna gain weight even if they just eat air. You know,
and I
if
sat
I
with her at dinner in Boston, and because Alia, she's the best. Alia.
she's great.
So my wife came with me to Boston for the meetup, but she has no interest in hearing the talks. Like, I don't know if your husband would be interested in sitting and hearing all those talks.
No,
She's
no.
like, I blocked them out when you're playing them in the background on YouTube. I don't want to hear them in person. So she went out. She brought a friend with her. They went out. They went to Salem. They were doing like all this witch shit and fun stuff. I like that stuff too. And
Yeah.
and so, but then my wife upgraded my ticket at the dinner to VIP. And Alia sits me next to Dr. Kiltz, which was so much fun. Dr. Kiltz is the best. And then who was on the other side of me? Like Dr. Wiedemann was on the other side of me. It was so great. And then who was 2 seats down? Dr. Boz. Like mind blown, Dr. Boz. But Lisa is so great. She's such a great person, so nice, and definitely, yeah, Alia's great. Yeah, they're great. I can't wait to be with them all on Friday.
I'm a little jealous, but I was already in Florida once this year, and
It's
my
fine.
husband doesn't like the meetups.
Well,
And
Alia asked me to volunteer at Dr. Kiltz's booth, so that's why I'm going. I'm working.
wow,
So
that's cool.
they paid for my ticket to Hack Your Health. My Hack Your Health ticket was free.
You had to pay for your flights, though, right?
Flight and hotel, yeah. So yeah, $1,000 later. Oh. So I got $300 ticket, less, but whatever, it's fine. And actually, not even $1,000 later. I'm staying off property. I'm staying away from the convention center, so I'm gonna have to take an Uber. But it was like $100 a night.
It was cheaper.
Yeah, it was much cheaper.
Yeah. So I try to do the ones I can drive to, and I don't even like drive. I'm not a good driver. I mean, if you paid attention to so before I got diagnosed with sleep apnea, I had 8 crashes. So someone didn't make me crash because I was tired all the time. I wasn't getting good sleep. I have not had an accident since
CPAP.
I was diagnosed. Yeah, CPAP. So another CPAP
So you were
reason,
falling
but
asleep at the wheel?
I just don't think I was rested enough to make good decisions driving, or when you're tired.
Did you like
when
total
you're
cars or no? Your car?
What
or
are
did
the
you-
accident? Yeah, a couple of them. But
Yeah,
that's a
they
story
say
for
that
another day.
This convention is Hack Your Health is like the biggest one. So
Do you like the big ones or do you like the little ones?
I've never been to any of them. I mean,
You've never been to a meetup?
Well,
You've been
I
to
went to a
meetups.
Boston meetup. It was just a meetup, though. It wasn't really. It was just 100 and something people.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been
This
to
is
like
going to be
Comic-Con. I've been to other big events. That's no
events.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to, that's how I got into this community was I went to Keto Palooza a year ago in October, and
Yeah.
someone said, you need a YouTube channel. I'm like, why? Because I was doing live streaming, but it was in a closed group
It was YouTube.
in
I'm on a
Facebook.
Facebook group, right?
Facebook, yeah. And actually, all my old videos are from Facebook. I downloaded and uploaded them just
Nice.
to. That's why they're vertical. That's why they're vertical. But
Oh,
because
interesting.
I was vertically going live on
Vertically
my phone.
challenged.
Yeah. So, but some days I regret that decision because YouTube is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But it's
Yeah.
you answered one of my questions. You have no intentions of becoming a coach?
No. No. I mean, I never say never, but I got a full-time job.
And can you say what you do during the day?
I can say. I have a great job. I work for New York City Public Schools. We're the largest school district in the country. We have 1 million kids, 1,600 schools, and I work for one. So there's the schools are divided amongst different districts in the city. So and they each have a superintendent. So I work for the superintendent of a district. He has a team of about 20 people, and I'm kind of like my title is not really this, but like chief of staff. Like I run everything. I have my hands in everything.
That's
Yeah,
that's
it's great.
big.
It's great, and we have it's not that big. It's good though. It's good work, and it's meaningful. Like my wife and I decided not to have children, but New York City's kids are
You
my.
have kids.
I
You
have a
have
million
kids
of them.
because
Well,
New
about
York's kids are
28,000
you,
in our district. Yeah, about 28,000 in our district.
and you have cats.
Yes. So I work
And
for New York City Public Schools. It's great work. I'm a 12-month employee, which means I don't get summers off. People hear school and they think, "Oh, summer's off." I'm a 12-month employee, and my wife is a school secretary in a school. She is a 10-month employee, so she has off the summers, which is great. She likes it.
That is awesome. So the one interesting thing that I find about you is that you are very tech savvy.
I am. I got my
So
my bachelor's in economics and computer science.
Oh,
Because I didn't really know what else to do with my life, and
that's okay.
honestly,
That
how I
explains a
ended up
lot.
in education management, I don't even know. But I will say when I first started my career, I started it doing application support. So like schools, we have a lot of proprietary applications in the Department of Education in New York City Public Schools. So I would be one of those people that they would call, and I would help them do something on the computer on one of our applications. So that's how I started my work, but then it slowly went more into management,
Progressed.
and I don't even do that.
See, I'm in application support. I'm in software support.
Yeah.
I used to be a computer programmer, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to move to like a big city. So so a lot of the jobs around here dried up, and so I just kind of migrated over to software support and
'Cause
teaching.
you do that anyway.
I'm a technology teacher right now.
I
So
love it.
yeah, so doing that and then doing this is kind of like the same, it's similar. There's a lot of things that cross over.
In college, I worked at Target in electronics. I'll never forget one time on Black Friday, the news was there, and they were going. This is 20 years ago, and there it was behind the register at Target. All the people going crazy for buying TVs and video games, stuff like that. So I worked at Target, and then after Target, I became a freelance wedding photographer. And I worked
Wow.
in the studio. So during the week, I would edit pictures and help people lay out wedding albums, and do stuff in the office. And then on the weekends, I would go to parties and weddings and be like the photojournalist, like the second photographer, like taking all the fun shots, the pictures that you really like, and I still do that now, but very little, like maybe once a month is a lot. If they really need me on the, but I'm like, I'm retired from that work. And then I got so then I was doing that, but it was like it was freelance, and it was really, you if you didn't work, you didn't make money, and then I got my job with New York City Public Schools, and that was I'll never forget it, July 2007 is when I started with New York City Public Schools. And I never forget that date, that month, because it's the same month the iPhone came out, the first iPhone. And I got my first iPhone that year too.
That's cool.
And I've been a Mac
we have a
user
couple.
ever since. When I started working in the photography, is when I switched to Apple. And I've been a Mac user ever since, so it's been over 20 years.
Just Jason Keto, who's my good friend in the community.
yes.
He's here.
Love Jason.
I do too. You have another
his recipes
question.
for the chaffles.
Chaffles. Yes, you have a question. Did we get this from John Together Strong? Were you talking?
I did say I was never taking insulin, John. Thank God.
Okay.
Insulin is a great drug, right, for people who need it. Elevated blood sugar is really, really dangerous. But knowing what we know now about type 2 diabetes, about how it being really a disease of too much insulin, putting more insulin in your body is like throwing fuel on a fire, right? And I know for many people, when they start using insulin to control the blood sugar, it's difficult to get off of it. So I'm very fortunate that I was never at that point. And I was diabetic for almost probably 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Ann Gables is here. She's new to the channel too. Thank you for joining. And she says she has 2 cats. Is this your friend?
No.
And Jerry says she's got a question, but it just says, here's a question for you. But there's no question.
Maybe was she highlighting John's question above? Maybe. So yeah,
that's awesome. We've been on for 2 hours, Louis. Oh my gosh, it seems like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna invite everyone to follow my cat Instagram page, Utopia.
At TNR. Okay, and then you posted your link. It was John's question. She confirmed.
Yeah, good. Yes, I saw it. So follow the cat page. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization working with community cats in New York City. Me and Amy are going to do a whole cat conversation. Thank you very much.
We're going to do it probably on Rockin Life with Amy channel.
Yep.
I will probably post something
with cats. Yeah.
Yes, and you're going to help me with my Miss Audrey, who is.
I have a really good cat behaviorist that does virtual. Will meet with you virtually.
We haven't had a cat fight in 2 weeks.
Oh.
And they're off the anxiety meds now. We do kind of keep them separated unless we can monitor what's going on, because we don't want cat fights. Audrey was a shelter cat, and we found out she was an outdoor-only cat. And tonight she was looking out the window. I'm going to post a video here when we get off. It's probably going to be on my Facebook page and Rockin Life with Amy YouTube channel. But she was looking out the window, and I could just imagine a bubble coming above her head saying, no more snow, like, because she lived outside all year round. So like, this is her first winter indoors with not having to be outside. So gosh, guys, I am an hour behind on the chat as usual.
I think we did a pretty good job.
We did. I've been trying to post everything.
She does. She's good.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I want you to do is I want you to email me the T-shirt that is the dumpster chicken since 1983. I couldn't find it, and I'm gonna buy that one.
So I think.
Can you post?
I can't. I can send you the link. You can post it. It's a Linktree /Louis No Carbs.
Linktree.
I'll send it right now. Do you have your email?
Yeah, I do have my email up.
Yeah, okay. I just sent it.
Okay, so I'm gonna post this.
Oh, I don't know why I pasted it twice. That doesn't make sense. So I just
hold on.
This is better.
New message. Show.
It's
Okay.
twice. Just copy it once or look for that one. So these are the carnivore friendly T-shirts that I created. It was inspired by Juliet, Coach Juliet Edens, um, and Rick, because we want a Quack Your Health shirt. And then I kept just using ChatGPT to kind of design some stuff.
Yes.
Um,
And I was trying to do like more from the seller, but it was all the cat
There's my cat stuff. Yes,
shirts, which
because I didn't add these to the cat
that makes
store, and
sense.
you can only have one store. Yeah, people will be like, "What is this crazy stuff over here?"
Yes.
But
Yes. So we'll need to schedule another live stream just about cats
yeah,
and whatnot.
and how
We
dogs
we could.
suck and cats rule.
I actually do love dogs too. I've had a
Here,
pet squirrel before. Oh,
put the
here,
shirts on.
here.
So this is
This is
Crack Your Health for Rick. That we're gonna wear this shirt at the convention. Well, I'm not because I'm working for Dr. Kiltz. And then this is Milton's Muscle Ride.
wait. We're not seeing it.
At all?
We're seeing the link tree.
Oh, you know why? It's opening up a different tab.
Okay, so share that
stop
tab.
sharing. No, I gotta share this. All right, try again. Do you see Milton now?
Oh wait, here we go. Yes, we can see that.
So this is Milton's Muscle Tee. It's Milton driving a Charger with a Muscovy duck on the hood, because why not? And then this was the Quack Your Health.
And you're wearing that to
Well,
are you taking
I'm
that?
not. I have to wear a kilt shirt, but we'll have it. And then this is.
Oh, that's right.
This is one of my favorites. From Pavement to Plate since 1983.
I might have to get that one.
It's a good one.
You need to design a strawberry poop gas shirt.
Yeah, I don't know what that would look like. I don't know. This is Rick's Heart Attack Chicken.
Oh my gosh, I
Frying
might
it
need
up
that one.
Since 1983. And I love it because I was born in 1983, so this is all like special for me. And this is Rick's Dumpster Chicken. This is the best one. I want to make these into stickers too.
That's the one I'm getting is dumpster chicken.
Always fresh. Serving flavor since 1983. And then this is my favorite one. This is Miami Wildlife.
I saw
And
that one, yeah.
It is Milton, a Muscovy duck, and an iguana. Comes in different colors, like the yellow. And then these are just funny carnivore related shirts. This is The Revolution is Rare. And this is No Plants, No Problems.
I like that.
It's cute. Simple, And then this is a good one too. Right.
Friends don't let friends eat plants.
Yeah, and then you see on the bottom is all my cat stuff. So here's show me your
yes. Do you have to pay to have an account there?
No, you don't. Why is it out of? Oh, the color is out of stock. Is the pink one available? Oh, they must have changed the color selections. No. So they basically take a fee. So I'm not making any money on the carnivore shirts. So this shirt is $18.07. And that's the minimum I would be able to charge without making any money. So that's basically the fee that the company gets to print and ship the shirts out.
Gotcha.
But then for the cat shirts, I think we make a few bucks. I just make a few bucks on them. But I'm a nonprofit organization, so they take no fees out, which is nice. But that's it. Yeah.
Those are awesome, and I'm going to
fun stuff.
I'm going to.
You're an inspiration, Rick. Your life is an inspiration.
Yes. Okay, guys. It is 9:00.
Wow.
We've been on for 2 hours. We're down to 32.
Yeah, we
still have 32 watchers, but Louis, thank you so much for coming
No,
on.
no
This
problem. Thank you,
is
Amy.
like
And
been
I wanted to tell you this, and I don't think I have told you this yet, but I'm so happy that you're a part of our community. And you came in out of nowhere.
I
And I
did
know you
really.
were big in the keto community and before that, but I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm happy to know
I'm
you.
I am actually like having a blast
Yeah,
meeting everybody. I feel like I've known all of you guys for a long
I
time,
know.
not
It
just
really
like
has not been that long. And even
no,
even
it's
like
been less than a
even
year.
Dustin, like I don't know how I found Dustin. Maybe it was through you, but he's a great guy too. Keto Simple. A
He
lot of
is. There's
there's
so many
just
great
lots of
people.
cross pollination happening. I don't know
There
why, but
is, and I think it's great for the
yeah.
community. And if I can make one suggestion to people, like there's a lot of carnivore hard people out there, and that's great. And there's a lot of dirty carnivore people out there, and that's great. And there's a lot of keto people out there, and there's a lot of dirty keto people out there, and there's low carb people out there. And you know what? That's all great. It's all great. And we should all support each other no matter what journey people are on. And we all have opinions. You're laughing at something. What are you laughing at?
Oh no, Lewis is always awesome, which is true. And then yes, Amy just burst onto the scene like Juliet and Cindy. It's true. Oh, Cindy too. This is another great one. Cindy has been doing YouTube for a little while now. I never saw her before, and all of a sudden now
Uh-huh.
I'm watching Cindy.
I'm cross pollinating everybody. I'm
You
cross
really are.
pollinating all you guys with everybody. I met Dustin at Keto Palooza. He's one of the first people I met in the line to get dinner. I met Cindy DeManch at Keto Palooza.
She's the one that pulled you into
She,
the bathroom.
yeah, because I got up and I wanted to thank Maria Emmerich. Maria Emmerich and Dr. Barry, the two people who really saved my life. And I got up there and I was emotional. I was crying in the microphone and I said, Maria, and Maria knew who I was because I have like shouted her out all over Facebook. And she's like,
Right.
it's you. She was like, it's you. I know who you are. She has posted my before and after pictures on her page. And after that, Cindy's like, you were so inspiring. And she's like, let's go to the bathroom. So she yanked me into the bathroom and we were talking. But yeah, so I basically came on the scene because of Keto Palooza.
And you haven't met Dr. Berry yet, right?
Oh yeah, I met him and Nisha. And funny thing about Nisha,
No, I gotta meet them. They're not going to any conventions anymore.
they're
Unless it's in
they're
Tennessee.
not.
Unless it's in Tennessee.
They won't be at Keto Palooza.
I don't know, next year, maybe not this year.
Yeah. Oh, not this year. So Nisha, we were talking about niches for our coaching and channels, and it's a little hard for me because my niche has already been set up. And it's kind of hard to change it at this point. So I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to do that with coaching. But I said, I kind of have a fun vibe on my channel. And I'm trying to be fun, but yet professional, right? There's that. And I said, plus I kind of have these like weird videos, like Avenger videos. And she goes, I know, I've seen them. And she started laughing. I was like, what?
I love it.
I was embarrassed. I'm like, and the other thing that's really funny about that is I'm going on Dr. Kilt's Wednesday, and I'm not usually nervous to interview, but I'm a little nervous. And they used my bacon woman photo, my bacon woman for the thumbnail. That's not even me. That's
you.
It's AI. So that people are going to be like, that doesn't look like her.
Rick needs to give you a better. Well, I'm going to take a picture of Rick's head for you at Hack Your Health, because I know he didn't send you a picture, and the one on his Avenger is like, it looks like it
looks like him, but
it wasn't a good. You need a good picture to get a good result.
Well, let me just say this too: the AI to do Avengers, I have to set expectations with that
what application use for that? Which service?
Okay, so right now I'm using Grok.
Okay.
Well, I use several.
And you pay for Grok.
Yes, I was paying for ChatGPT. I was using ChatGPT. I moved to Grok. I was also using another Chinese thing, which I'm sure my phone's hacked now. But the Chinese thing that I started out using was very expensive. I had to pay $60 to get so many,
wow.
Yeah. So I don't even want to say how much I'm paying for all this stuff because people will feel bad for me because I'm not trying to charge a lot of money. It was FlickGen. is what I was using. And so I'm using, so people want to know the process. I'm like, it's going to take me 2 hours to explain because I post something in here and then I plug it over here and then I put it in here. And then if I don't like
Wow.
that, I put it somewhere else. But right now I'm using Grok Imagine. And just so everybody knows, when I put pictures in there, it's not going to be exact. It will be a likeness, but it's very hard to get the AI generation. I keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it until it looks as close as possible, but they don't like to use the exact people. It's hard.
And
It's hard to get it to look.
Changes it weird.
Yeah, some of the changes are weird, and that's why someone made a
I
comment to
made
me.
one for me. I made one for me.
Do you have it?
I do.
Let's see it. You got to show it now.
I know. But say I can't use it because you already did a cat one.
You can use it. There's more than one. There's more than one cat one.
Tell me how.
I love it.
Look how badass these tabby cats look.
That's going to be your Avenger now. We just need to get the face a little closer.
I think I look very handsome.
You do. You look.
Look at the bacon.
It looks. It doesn't look. It doesn't look exactly like you though. But I love the.
Honestly,
look at the like.
This is the first. I literally just put this prompt in, and this is what came out. I was like, I'll save this picture.
Oh, you're using Gemini. I have not tried Gemini yet.
This was using Gemini. Yes, it says on the right. Yeah.
I've not tried using Gemini yet.
Look at this badass tabby cat right here. All my cats are tabbies, except for one is a tortie. So that's why I did tabbies. Look at the knives. I don't know where they're coming from.
You need claws on your gloves.
Okay.
Like cat.
Wow.
I never think of that. You need cat claws. Look at the meat cleavers in the background.
I don't know where those go. Yeah, I don't know. They're just flying in the air. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun.
That's awesome. Okay, guys.
All right, guys.
Okay, when you're ready for me to refine that for you and make you videos, let me know.
Yes. I need to put my name on the wheel.
And you do. So send that to me with the name that you want, and I will even use that if you like that one, because that's pretty awesome.
From scratch. I don't want, and I'll be on the wheel with everyone else.
And the other thing that I've been using is Suno, which is also paid. Wow. Suno to create the songs, the theme songs, like the Strawberry Poop Gas song.
Great. The songs are so good.
And I am thinking of I've started a music playlist.
I think I saw.
That's why these are
on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Yep, and it's got all the theme songs. I had to create a video to put the theme songs in there.
Right. Yes.
And but if people want to just like listen to a playlist of music while they're working or whatever, I thought, oh well, this might be good to like create a playlist so they can listen to all the Carnivore.
And that'll be really good for your watch hours too.
Well, that, and I'm probably, when I get them all uploaded, gonna do a music video premiere where we can all just get in and chat and listen to music at the same time too. That's the other thought I have.
Oh, I think Grandma Crochet is starting now.
She starts at 9, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. I wish I had a way to send everybody over. Louis, let's do this again. You're an awesome guest.
We'll have another talk again. We will.
Yes. So before we go, remember, I'm going to post the ending credits, and everybody will see, everybody who participated in the chat will see their name scroll by. So I'm going to kick you off the screen now, Louis. And then later. I'm going to... Everybody have a good night and hang tight for the... Yep, see you in Tampa. Not me, but, you'll see Louis in Tampa. And then we're going to... you guys will see everybody's name scroll by. Thank you again, Louis. Have a great night.
Rock stars in the Rockin Crew. Stay strong. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. We're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Rockin' till the credits roll.